Back to the action. Division I, Region 3, Pickerington Central Davidson. Coach Brian White in his usual attire, shorts. This is anything but short. A 42-yard field goal. J.D. Detmer first right there to make it 3-0 Davidson. In the second, Central converts a fake punt. Direct snap to Josh Kristoff to Pat White for the touchdown. 7-3 Central at the break. Fourth quarter, same score, 3:30 left in the game. Detmer wide right. Davidson will get the ball back with 36 seconds left on 4th and 5 from the Central 22, but Jake Trevino's pass is incomplete, and the Tigers win Region 3, 7-3 the final. Undefeated Kirtland, undefeated Ursuline. Something's got to give in Warren. D5, Kirtland taking on Youngstown, and first quarter Hornets with the ball. Ben Madden to Anthony Rodatos for the touchdown. Kirtland goes up 7-0. Ursuline answers. Alan Jones on the ground. 30 yards for the score. The Irish trailed for the majority of this game, but come back to win it 18-17. Division I, Region 1, St. Ignatius matching up with the Mustangs. Rough weather, rough going for the Mustangs. Second quarter, Andrew Holland to Francis DeSesco. Strongsville quarterback Kellen Pagel. Up next, sacked by Ryan Carr. It's going to be brought down there. And later, it's Holland to Joey Paris for St. Ignatius. And here comes a touchdown for the Wildcats, running wild, running away with a shutout victory. 37-0 is your final. In Division 5, Hamilton Township, Liberty Union taking on Reedy. Second quarter, no score, and special teams hurting Reedy. Liberty Union's James Weaver blocks the punt, and the Lions' Ethan Pulvermacher recovers it for the touchdown. 7-0 ball game. Late in the second, Liberty Sam Tennant hits the 50-yard field goal. It's 10-0. Third quarter, and Reedy comes back. Mike Morgan hits the 15-yard field goal. It's 10-3. But you know what? It's not enough as Liberty Union goes on to win it 13-3. We mentioned Marion Local will play Liberty Benton earlier in the show. Here's how the Eagles advance to that game. Taking on Patrick Henry. That's a QB, Aaron Kraft there running it in. 7-0 Eagles. Kraft with the ball in the next possession. He hooks up with Brennan Lee for the 35-yard touchdown. 14-0 Liberty Benton. And he's still going. He's in, trust me. Second quarter, now Kraft on his own 4-yard line. Looks to pass, but thinks otherwise. And you know what? Turns out he made the right decision. 96 yards all the way in for 6 points. Look at him go. They didn't need it, but it looked pretty anyways. 28-0 Benton beats Patrick Henry. Big win there for them. All right, time to break it down. And JJ, let's start with you. And Liberty Union, your alma mater goes down, didn't even get into the end zone.
Well, I'll tell you, neither team really had an offensive touchdown. It was really done by the defense. But I'll tell you what, I have to give credit to Liberty Union's defense. They did what even Wes Jeff and Jonathan Alder's defense couldn't do. They shut down their Bishop Reedy running game, which no one else has been able to do all year. They played very well, and they deserved the victory tonight.
Jerry, no surprises with Davidson. They're going to run it down your throat. Central knew that. They were able to stop it pretty much tonight.
You got to think that Hilliard-Davidson was a little bit worn down the last 4-game stretch of the season. We talked about it last week. They went Kilbourne, Dublin, Kaufman, Upper Arlington, finished with their rival Hilliard-Darby. So that's a lot going into playoffs, and to keep going into that playoffs, you're going to get more and more beat up. Pickerington Central now on the flip side, the second half of their season, the only team they played with a winning record was Grove City.
Right.
And that Pickerington Central defense is very good. Only 2 teams throughout that regular season scored more than 7 points on them. So good defense for both sides of the ball, but Pickerington Central a little better tonight.
We've seen Strongsville, especially in the latter part of the season, do really well. Tonight they get shut out by St. Ignatius. Boy, this Wildcats team must be pretty good, JJ.
I think they're peaking exactly at the right time. I think they're my favorite to win the Division I, where I kept saying Elder before. I think Ignatius may be the first team to get to double digit.
I pulled a JJ. I said Ignatius wins up there in Region 1.
Huh?
Then I went to Glenville.
Okay.
And then I came back to Ignatius. So let's go back to week 1, who I was calling.
You were right all along. You were right all along.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember any talk about Glenville.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 6 games are slated to be played next Friday in the state semifinals. JJ, Jerry, and I will pick some winners in our Going Streaking segment, which is coming up next right here on ONN, Ohio's channel for high school sports.